dead soldiers that we had to leave behind there. But anyway, but going back to World War II, yeah, these guys just took over, right? And if you weren't with their plan, what were they going to do to you?
Kill you.
Yeah, execute you, do away with you, because we're going to start this new movement. And this is the reason why we were depressed economically and why we had all these social issues, is because of these minority groups within our country that did not want to go along with what our plan is. And that's it.
So, for example, what you're saying about dictators, Sebastian, Fidel Castro, we perceive Fidel Castro as really bad, but on the other hand, he wasn't really bad. He actually did a lot for his people, free healthcare and stuff like that, and until they decided to go to communism with the Soviets. And that's sort of when we did the blockade, that's when it went downhill.
I believe it's more of like every dictator has his idea for the country and has his plan for the country and what they want to do. And they believe that it's the best for the people. But as soon as you get into power, absolute power.
Keep going.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So it could be true that these people, after getting such power, would go on to become a little crazy. But I believe that, like, again, we're all just people.
Are you kidding me?
I don't believe that anyone is inherently evil. Like, dictator or not, going in, I don't think they're inherently evil.
I mean, they're probably not. I don't know. I can't speak for other people. I can only speak for myself. But, you know, something can be said for, obviously, these people were pretty ruthless. For you to climb the ranks to get to where you are, especially as a dictator, you had to do some things that were pretty immoral and unethical. But at the same time, you also had to have some charisma behind you. Something for people to jump on board and to support you as like an individual, as you being the leader and dictator. Now, some of these people are going to get some kickbacks and perks from it, right? Like, oh, you can be in my cabinet, you can be my assistant, you can be the leader of propaganda or of, economics or agriculture or whatever, and those people are riding your coattails because they know they're going to be taken care of and their family and friends are going to be taken care of. So these people were extremely influential, but the thing is, to America, remember, this is all going back to foreign policy, to the dollar diplomacy, right? Okay, dollar diplomacy was President Taft. Okay, you've got the moral diplomacy of President Wilson. Okay, and it's sort of like, if you're not doing what we as the U.S. want you to do, like taking care of your people, practicing a democracy, a free market, then you're against us, right? And if this continues and you build up enough strength and you become equal to us or even greater, what's going to prevent you from taking over our country one day? So this is the way a lot of people are thinking, right? It's all about king of the hill. People cannot become, especially for the U.S., now we're looking from America's point of view, right? We're not speaking for other countries, but from the U.S. point of view when it comes to foreign policy, we've been number one for quite a while, and when you're used to being number one, you do not want to release that power and authority to others, right? Because when you do, it becomes your downfall, and then someone's going to replace you, and you're forgotten about, and you're left behind. So it's kind of weird, though, coming from that perspective, just because we, or most of us,